Hello and welcome. Right, we are back on Saxlingham, and I do believe we have some chargers to feed. Yeah, we put the animals down last session, didn't we? So we've got to get cracking with that. We have got the lorry, but that's too big, and it's a tip. We have, of course, I haven't started anybody's engines. So let's get cracking. We have got some down the side, I believe. It is March, so we ought to be starting some of our tasks before we get cracking with this. So we ought to be thinking of order of importance. Now we've got quite a few powerful things, including this one. So we want, well, really, we could do with grabbing. We've got two planters, and they're both. Are they both down, or is one up here and one's down there? I think that's right. So probably not a bad idea to bring both of those out. That is where the header is. We did bring that. We just need the accompanying. Yeah, so these are the two. One of these we'll use. Yeah, that probably the original. No, I think it's best if you treat it seriously and grab the grab ours. He says as he wallops it. Yeah, it's bigger. It'll come in very useful if we grab that because of how quickly it unloads. It's got a really good unload speed, so which is a real. Now these are so bumpy, but I know why I've done it, so that's reasonable for that. And of course we've got that, but that'll be slower to unload. That's what I'm saying. Right, let's get this going. And there is our telehandler, the John Deere. No, he's following. Let's grab a few bits and bobs as well while we're going this way. They're a real menace. Why would you do that and make a... Yeah, you rev off. Seriously, talk about annoying. We must have one because we have got two of these, so one must be down at the farm. That there's plenty to grab, so it's really not like we're not got spoilt for choice and things to put on. We have also got the Xylon. Was this got the standard back, or has it got? I think it has. Yeah. Oh, it's not. So we've got two. Oh, we did. Yeah, we bought two of them. But what does? Have we got two Xylons? One Let's Play we have. It could be this one, but we have got two Xylons actually. So it might not be a silly thing as you think, really. Right, let's grab that new lorry back that I'd like to try. Is it? I think, doesn't this have special backs? But is it still usable as a, you can put things on it, that's what I mean, or is it just for special backs? This needs a bit of repair work. Well, they both do, so let's get this done as well. No, it doesn't strap. It is something that goes on it. So it's a bit of a red herring for us at present, really. So let's just... Yeah, without whatever goes on the back, it's a pretty useless bit of kit without that. So this has got a hitch. In that case, we could swap with the tractor. With our very own tractor. What have you got that you can... We can grab the windrower. The lorry can grab that. Let's form a procession. Right, I'm going to go into a very brief time lapse because, again, this type of thing can really sort of waste time. So, yeah, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm going to come out of the time lapse because I'm not 100% sure what else we need to do. And also, yeah, the greenhouse didn't take. I think I came in and I put the super in, but I came back in and I realised it hadn't actually taken. So I don't know why. I'm not sure whether Giants have changed something. I did it a little bit of testing a few weeks back, and I did the same again. And it's like you can't do what you used to be able to do with XMLs. What you've been able to do for years has now changed. It just didn't take. And I knew I'd done it right because I've done it so many times before. Now, luckily for us, we didn't. It won't alter anything because like we'd already taken the money, so all we need to do is put it down again, but we'd not actually done anything to it, so it's not going to affect anything. But obviously, we have paid for it. That's the good or bad thing. So I'll take the money back once we've actually done this. But yeah, it's just looking away. Right, so it is. It should now have supers at 37,000 for this particular thing because I did it when I'd finished. So popular rice. Here we go. Right, smashing. Oh, hang on. It's super rice has only got one rice, whereas the other rice has got two. Hang on a minute. Why is? Oh, so is that one. So really, it's true. I've made an adjustment on this one. Yeah, it does. It was. Yeah, I know. I remember doing it now. Actually, a long while back. Yeah. So this is the right side. Yeah, I did. I did it for one Let's Play that I wanted one particular one, but I really do need both. So I will adjust this. It should do that because it's the actual. It doesn't care about what's inside. Why is that actually sinking into the ground? That'll be my actual model. I did have this with one of the models. I'm gonna have to like literally. Right, so it's gonna be a pain. Right, so that is right. We do that. There. Yeah, all my life. That is well sunk. Right, this would be easier if I actually went out and came back in and actually fixed the original model. So let's just give ourselves 37,000. 37,777. And then save the game. And then I will go out, come back in, and what I'll do is basically I'm going to change the model because that's obviously, very obviously, completely wrong. Now there were a couple of these that did this, the models, and then I made an adjustment, but then it made it worse, not better. So you can see this is definitely one of those that's not quite right. So I'm going to be right back. See you shortly. Interesting. Yeah, it is all right. I did a bit of a test. I thought I'd change the name of the greenhouse where it was, and then like try this again to see if I am right that they had, and they have. So Giants have sort of changed a very, very long term thing that actually stops. Yeah, what I did was I created one, and I just I called it rices instead of rice. Now I changed it in the save placeable to be rices, the same as I just changed it to, but you can see that actually it's not there anymore. So it is that Giants have changed the way you can do your XML. So this is going to cause a lot of bad things going forwards for like me personally, because it's almost like policing. And don't get me wrong, I've never cheated with doing this, and there's a lot of people I'm quite sure that do what I did. But this is Giant's way of waging war, because no longer can you actually do this. So where is my... Oh, I will have not changed the price. Yeah, with this being a change from a 17,000 one, there'll be three 17,000 ones. Right, so it will know. Yeah, so I realise what I've done, because obviously the original one was a 17,000. We're not on greenhouses either. That helps as well when you're actually on the right. But it may well be true that we've got the two. Yeah, so this. Yeah, so that's going to be the standard. that'll be super. I need to change this afterwards, but this one is going to be the super. So that means that one wants to be like so, and we only need to. No, we took 37,000 off, and this is going to cost us 17. Oh, mental gymnastics on this at this time of the night. That's a bit annoying. Now, at least the model's different. Yeah, because actually I must do the original one though. Yeah, that is actually right. You can see that. So that's minus 17,000. So we only need to put 17,777 back in. Oh, I don't know if I hate this when you got, because it's like Saturday early morning, and it's, like you're after you, and I'm like, oh, have I done that right now, or this is just natural? I just no idea whether that's actually right or wrong. But this should be now. Oh yeah, that's true. We need to set those going again, don't we? My bad. That's the only trouble with coming in and out. Is this so nearest? Yeah, we can see how really weak these are going to need. Now, I was thinking, if we're doing this monster field, this might be enough. I've never really done something quite this scale with potatoes. It's now, when you consider we did field 20, this is probably double that. So yeah, we still will do other farming too, and I'm not sure. Yeah, we're going to need to. This has only just started, literally a few seconds before. So yeah, this one's. I would say they're not going to be too far off, but I would imagine we're going to need some more seeds. Now, this is the Let's Play where we said we're not allowed to. We've got to go to the stores. Now, the store's already got a. Now, did we take our? No, I think it's over here, isn't it? We've got the. I'm trying to think which one of them had got. It wasn't you. You got the plough. Of course, I've not started everybody's engines. We'll get that done straight away. I'd like the because I'd like to do the bread, the 2 rice spreads, which is why I wanted the 2. I don't think I've actually got that screen as in any other Let's Play. So yeah, this is quite serious. It is. But then again, I also tried it a couple of times, and then it worked. So I'm not sure if it was me, but I don't think it is. I'm sure I've done that right, all things considered. I really am. So. That is going to affect quite a lot. So let's have a look at the. We need a water tanker. Oh no, is that true as well? Yeah, I mucked around with my water tankers again, and that was the first mod that I realised that something had been changed. Where you used to be able to like put the mod into like the placeable file, but then again it no longer works. So my water tankers that we'd already bought will now be gone. Yeah, so let's have a look at the BI Industries. We need to sort this out as well, because again, this is, I'm going to have to like get, well, I as a modder, this is the trouble. You do change your models a little bit, so it will be, I'm not sure if it was classed as, I think my water tankers were lizard. Wait, Xylon. Yeah, so they've gone. Because what I did was I'd got so many models that I changed to a set rather than like individuals, because I'd got sort of 3 of the same thing through copies and things like that, because I tried to do it so I don't lose anything if I make changes. So all of them now should be like this with that particular picture in, and that's all I've got in now. And obviously the XL tanker, which is for the lorry, but that was always ever that particular one anyway. So I believe from memory we had a small, I think we had a medium and a large, and this is a guesstimate. And it really is medium now. I actually made it physically bigger, and I'm sure we had a large as well. Or did we have the lorry on this one? Let's have a look. Yeah, we've also got BD SSBs, so we've got that one too. And this also is a nice fast one, so we'll keep just the one. but we will give ourselves the money back. It does make a bit of sense. So that was the it was the medium. So that's, you know, it is how much for the medium. I want to get this right. I don't want to be cheating. 27, I thought it was. Of 12. Antimony. 27. 777. And then we're right square with where we were. Now this one we're going to use for the mucky, I believe. Unless we have got the tanker, the biggie as well. But that's not going to be easy to miss. So if we have, it'll be over here. I don't think we have. So this will be the mucky one. For slurry and things like that. Yeah, that's the back we've got. Right, so let's go and grab that. We also need to grab... Yeah, but can I do one thing? Let's do one thing at a time. Yeah, we're not in a rush. This is my trouble. Rush, rush, rush. I always rush. Let's just get this one job done. But, you know, yeah, you don't get so much use. So you've got your trailer attachment. Let's go get this and use this for once. That's true, actually. We could also use this as the trailer. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I want to stick some spare seeds, I think, and I'll go seeds. Do we go potato? Not potatoes are dear, aren't they? Actually, the seed potatoes, but poplars aren't, and we can. I know it's a bit of a. It's not a cheat, really. It's using your brain. You are allowed to do this, but this is why Giants got funny and stopped it. Oh, I've got me. Yeah, I've put hazards on instead of indicators. That was not very. That's me lights. That's it. Right, so we need some more seeds because you do use a lot. But it's true, we can go poplars. So then let's grab a few boxes. I think the 2,000. I think another 4 should do that one field, I think. So I think it's on... Is it sapling? I don't know that it is. No, you see, and this is, yes, it is. It would be if it was poplars we were after, but we're not after poplars. Yeah, we're after... sugarcane, aren't we? Is the one that is cheap. Yeah, although poplars are cheap as well. In fact, they're cheaper. It's true. And so we'll go 4 of these. And we'll stack those on. Oh yeah, we'll stick those on as well. I think if there's room, yeah, it'd be over there. Fantastic. And yeah, this is perfect. And these are the spare sets that we can at least fill. It's I always say, right, there is a bad side to mechanics, and that is that you really have got to, you know, it's a bit like what we've just seen with this, that yeah, now Giants have changed something for the worse that's been very long standing, that you used to be able to do that and change the XML. Now you can't. It actually polices it. It sort of must put that file somewhere else and cache it, and then check with its version of that next time you load the game. And if it's not right, it changes yours to match the one before. Which, now that's a little bit annoying because you've got no control over that ever. Now, there is a reason, many valid reasons why people really would wish to do that. Like I have. Yeah, I'm not trying to cheat. I'm literally trying to put things back as you would just technically by the games you're cheating, and yet we know that obviously I'd already paid and changed the version to match what it should have been, so it was not really cheating, although the game may think it's cheating. Right, so excellent. Let's get cracking. Yeah, I've not brought this in much. It's a really good bit of kit, really. Right, so left-hand side, I believe, is where the way we need to be, or we're going to have a crash. Right, it's nice to be back. It is. Oh, okay. Oh, no, it's all right. I thought those two were having a crash. It's just angles. It looked like that. Yeah, so poplars, we should have most of them ready, apart from the ones that the plough destroyed and that are now regrowing, but they won't be ready this year. They'll have lost a year, which is annoying. That's all of our headers. Yeah, it's amazing. On the start from scratch, we've done so much better on equipment than we have here. Right, so we want to leave this for... Yeah, and I love the way it sinks into the ground for a second. So we'll stick this on the side of the field. About here, because that's about... Oh, we got... No, we did. I did know we'd got a few, actually. Yeah, it's not going to hurt. We're going to need them. So what else are we doing? That's the real dilemma, isn't it? What are we going to go into now? Obviously, it's grains. That's right, but not. Yeah, we're going to have corn as well. It's only March. I believe corn is April, but oats we can do. Yes, I am right. So oats. Now it's true actually. How much oats have we got left from last year though? And we've obviously got a mill and a bakery, which is wrong. That's filled. How much? It's got wheat, 26,000. That's all it's got. We didn't have any oats last year. So whatever we did have has used it. And the oats are in the other one, but there's not a lot left. Oats, well, that's true. We can do sorghum and everything, can't we? Thinking about it, I'd forgotten. Yeah, the super mill. Now, this only does the normals, if I remember rightly. Yeah, corn flour, oat flour. No, it doesn't. Sorghum and wheat, rice. Yeah, now the rice flour is rice flour. What I mean is it's just still called rice flour because it's the original size. So if it spawns, it will be the original one like this, and it'll only be 1,000 litres. Now, I can change that, but I'm getting around to doing these. I will do all of these, where they're all 5,000 litre pallets naturally, because I'm going to swap all standard pallets for 5,000 litre ones. I'm going to... I had a look at how the original modder did it in FS25, and I'm going to do the same to all standard production. I have started. I did it a few weeks back, and then I got sidetracked into other projects. So, right. So then, let's concentrate. Yeah, we need to. That's a bakery. Although, no, it is the bakery. Though it does actually bake as well. Or is this only mills? Yeah. So this has got a lot of flour. And have we told the flour? We have. The flour's distributing. Right. So that's all good. And corn flour. Now, is that... Oh, it's still corn flour 1. Yeah, no, so we are good. We haven't got any. So really, corn's the biggest I'm short of, but we want to be doing oats and sorghum. I think sorghum's today as well. No, it's not. So we could really do that next session. We'll just concentrate on that fill, but we could get everybody ready and we could actually fill that. That's not a bad thing to do. So let's grab a couple of tractors. Or no, the tractor that we... well, a tractor. I don't particularly care. I'm not showing favoritism. Yeah, this Massey will do nicely. It's been a while. Yeah, I think we did. We got all of the... I think we did. Let's just check as well if we got stones on any of our fields. Yeah, it's... because if we have... I think we look remarkably stone-free. We do, actually. Yeah, that needs liming. So that is another job we could actually set going soon. It's the only field we've got that actually does. So I believe that we can do right now. And this has got a lot of lime in it. So let's set this going. Now this, of course, will need coarse blend because for some reason Giants have waged war on this particular fertilizer spreader, and it always now says, or nearly always, so it's 17, isn't it? Which is... the big one next to this. Yeah, they've waged war, and it always says it's in the wrong position, even though there are only two positions. Oh, my life. Yeah, there are only two positions, and, like, obviously one of them's really got to be right. But Giants says it's wrong, whatever you do, but obviously Courseplay quite nicely lets you do it, which it should do. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't understand why it's doing it, but it is. It started to do it again a few weeks back when Giants made a change. Quite a few, in fact, probably maybe a month or two ago now, maybe 6 weeks. So we've not got any of it field 17 because this is the first time we've actually done anything on it. So that means we need to create 17 and we need to then create the course. Would always be helpful. We want one. I think we'll try 2 headlands. I don't think one. I think we can easily do 2 with a 27-meter spread on this kind of size of a field. I think we're going to be topping up. I think you could even do 3 actually. Yeah, that's a rare big field. Let's see. Am I right? I am indeed. I think you could do 4, but we'll stick at 3. So that is 27 meters. I think we'll be running out of line before we get anywhere near like that. So let's go. Nearest will be okay because it actually is the right. It is nearest to 1. Anyway. Right, so we're doing that. We'll get everybody ready for tomorrow. Literally, the cedar stroke planters. Not the swather. That's one of the few things that can't really do anything. You can do it. Yeah, you will do nicely. Yeah, so windrower. So we need one of the cedars. Or now the one bad thing is we've got the Cesaris modding one. It really is a terror. It's not come across well to FS25. It's almost so bad that I'm wanting to like not use it, which is a shame because it's a beautiful mod, but it's the game's incapable of actually oh, we have got the 6 meter though. Oh, yeah, we have. Did we not have any Pilatus on this? I think we did, but I think if we did it, it'll be inside here. And then we really need to get on with the watering on that. Yeah, so we have got Caesarius, but unfortunate. Oh, we've got the Pilatus. That'll do nicely. It will. Yeah, so it's got corn. So actually, that's not a bad place to be. So let's take this across. It's easy just to fill it. We have got, yeah, we've got. I think we've got enough seeds to actually do this. We've definitely got fertilizer scattered all around the farm, so. Whether we've got enough, yeah, it's another matter. Yes, but it's true, if we're going to do all of this, we're going to need more than 1 Pilatus. This is what I said on another Let's Play. When you make a change, when you go big from like being little, all of a sudden it's your equipment's no longer enough to do what you used to be able to do, because like you've all of a sudden got loads of fields and you didn't have loads of fields. And this is the sort of thing when you do this that you really do need to actually make a change with your equipment, which I really do need to do. Oh, did I just destroy that? I thought these could cope with a bit of a waft. Right, so seeds. I think we've got enough seeds on the edge of that field to cope with this. Talk about block your way. In my defense, I thought we were going to pick that straight up and carry on, but then it's true. Now I've decided I'm going to like, yeah, do me seeds ready for tomorrow. But I think it is true. Ooh. that we are going to need more cedar stroke planters. And it is true, I'm trying to move away from Caesarea. It's not because I don't like it, I love it, but it's no longer working properly. Ooh, 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 ooh. So we could do quite a bit of corn, because corn's actually a unique flour, but it still makes the same bread, but bread's bread, so that doesn't really matter. It's just, yeah, it's another input, another one to do the same as sorghum's another flour as well, but still produces the same flour. So that is okay for tomorrow. Right, so if that is the case, and it is, we need to be buying. Now then, this is a mod that I did a while back. I'm waiting with bated breath. I did it ever such a long time ago. The modelling on this, so I should have a Mark II Pilatus, and this I think is beautiful. I do. I'm very, very enamored of it. So this one we are going to find used, and we're going to do 2. Brilliant. And I'm waiting to see if it loses. Now that was, I believe it was blended, so it should be all right. So let's grab. Yeah, no, those two shouldn't really bump into each other. They should be fine all the way. Let's just see. Luke is the one that may actually be nearly running out. Oh no. Oh, I was forgetting he's got his front box as well, but I think it doesn't cope with the front box being. Ah, that's right. We got rid of 7, didn't we? So we've got 18. So let's grab another one of our. Yeah, the Massey will do nicely. And are we going to use Caesarius? We'll give it a shot. But if this fails, it to me seems to be sensible that we will, not because I don't want it anymore, but because it doesn't play nicely with it anymore. It just, you can't use it. So we may as well grab one at a time out. Yeah, I'm very fond of this. It's I mean, oh. Now this is going to be a bit tight to get in and out of, isn't it, really? It only just fits through. Now then. Yeah, now then. Talk about leave yourself a tight. Ooh. Ooh, fantastic. I would imagine that's not too. Wow, I thought I wouldn't actually. So if we do this nearest here, it should do 1 round. Or it'll be, yeah, should be like do one of the headlands, and then it really. Maybe this one's the last one afterwards as well. That other one should do one after it's finished. Still got the laggy thing where, look, it's not catching up with the drawing. You can see that, yeah, all of a sudden it catches up. Still not good. I did say this. Being a gamer, I understand the concepts. Let's have a look. Behind making a mistake with a game engine, it doesn't suddenly become lighter. I did say this right back at the beginning that Giants would struggle. Well, not struggle, but it'd be impossible. Oh, it's lost the. Well, no, it has actually finished. Yeah, it's about to run out, so we shall hang fire for a minute. Because this is the only field that needs liming. So we could be clever and grab the other one. That I believe is still over at the store. Or is it? Is it? This is true. Is this the one with the 2 that we've got the 2? Refuses to let me grab that. No, this isn't actually. Yeah, this must be. Yeah, on one of them, it must be the start from scratch. We've actually got 2 of the that, but we haven't on this one. So let's wait then for this to. In fact, let's take over. going to run out soon enough, and then we'll start it back in where it finishes. I was going to say in the same place, but no, I suppose no. That's just as legit. Either or. Yes, I'm well pleased that we are back on Saxlingham. This is going to be a long session, this one, unfortunately, because, yeah, I suppose, yeah, now that we've gone out of the time lapse. But I thought it was, yeah, I don't like doing any kind of thing that could be sort of struck as skullduggery, like, well, how did that happen? Yeah, because there are a few little misnomers like that, Mr. CLP, where things sort of like happened and you're like, well, how did that happen? And he did say that people had often said, well, how did that happen? And he hadn't done anything wrong. Oh, now that is actually a proper hedge. It's just not growing at the minute, is it? It's not, there's no greenery on it. So we'll be good and we won't go through it. Right, so it does go all the way as well. Yeah, there's no breaks. Right, so let's grab some more. Oh, that is... No, we've got plenty of lime on the farm. Definitely. Plenty of lime. Right, and it should be some just on the right in a minute, if I remember rightly. There's some fertilizer and some lime just here. Brilliant. I think, and that's all fertilizer, I think. But I think there's some lime somewhere else as well. That should be filled soon. Oh, I think it has stopped doing the... Yeah, it's really weird with one of these, how it's... the fill, it just breaks every now and again and you can't see inside. And then another session, it'll all be back again. But yeah, I don't know why. I must have it slightly wrong, is the way that actually works. So have we got any more lime on... I think that's fertilizer over the top. It's a long way to go just to top up to lime as well. I'm not sure if there's any on the right of the poplar field, but we'll have a look. No, then no, that is still doing it right. They are all fertilizer, I think. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's have a go. See if there's... I think this probably would do it, but was there any left here of lime, or was it all seeds? It is lime. Thank goodness for that. Okay, 91% will have to do. It's not far off. So we'll set this going, and then we'll do... I would like to get the greenhouse done before we move on, is my biggest sort of thing. Yeah, I think we should do this time, but I'm not sure, yeah, whether this still will. Because if this was only just, I don't know how far into the second, about halfway through, so I'm not sure it's still going to finish. We might need to top up again. It is a big field. It's not a snippet of a field. Where? Ah, it's at that corner. That's it. I remember now. Oh. Okay. Oh, a complete tip. Yeah, not sure it's going to cope with the weight. Might do it just. Right. Should pick this up. It usually does. Yeah, this is another thing I'm going to blend as soon because it's annoying me. If I blend the colours, what I did was I blended it for the shape, but I didn't apply the color because I knew I'd got the diffuse, the graphics file already. But it seems to be better if you blender it, if you bake it into the actual model. It does seem to not go wrong if you do it like that. So let's just, and then if we put this here, it's about right. So nearest, and then we will see how we are doing on the field, because I think Chewie's about to start his last one. He's just finishing that, and then Luke is gonna do his last one, and that should finish. Now there's a bit of a bit of finishing off to do that we'll need to do. Right, so we've got the liming being done. We've got one ready to do field 19. We're just getting Caesarius going, which is near there. It is you indeed that we want. We were just poised, were we not, to hook these up. And there might be a bit of skullduggery because I don't think I can get past that without snarling a little. Let's just try and nudge it a little. Ah, it's not working nicely. Let's try that. Yeah, the workers just cannot cope with it. So which sort of proves that the program is inferior to FS25. Really? It does, yeah. There's no other way of saying it, that Giants have dropped the ball between the two iterations, because this is actually can't cope with this, and it did used to in FS22. So the new programming of the AI, the way that they do things is worse. Now I know that anyway. It's the corners of your fields have got to be almost free, and they reverse for so long away that they always go through any hedge or go onto the road, or it's just an absolute nightmare. It is. I apologise. It's a little bit horrible, because I don't want to give Giants a hard time, but I've got to be honest, I can't pretend I don't know that they've made a drop the ball badly. I mean, I suppose this last week we had nearly 2 gigabytes of a patch, and then the very next day, because that patch was not right, they did another 1.3 gigabytes, and you're like, seriously? A patch to patch a patch? You're catching up with Microsoft. So yeah, really, I can't say anything good. That is always a bad sign when someone has patched and then realised that actually, they've done more testing and it no longer, it's not right. So it's got to be seeds this time. Got to be seeds. So we're gonna buy 8. I think that'll be probably not far off. And we also need some fertilizer, which is going to cost us a lot too. Solid fertilizer. Go 8 as well for that. It's costing us a lot of cash, but I think we were all right for fertilizer. I do. Oh well, we'll have a stockpile now. It's true, we already have. To talk about. Oh, I don't know. Can't get the staff. It's not only Giants that's no, I am human and they are human. It is true. Although, no. Let's not go into. No, they are. It is true. I suppose what I don't like about the times we live in is that everyone glosses over their mistakes and never says sorry. We've dropped the ball. It's we have really dropped the ball. So we've. I mean, you don't expect people to go into great detail about what they've done, but there's no acknowledgement of the fact that they've dropped the ball, and that's so we should now be able to go and grab that too. Yeah, they all do it. I'm not having any more of a go at Giants. It's just bad manners is bad manners, and right is right and wrong is wrong, no matter who you are or what you are. But we live in times where everybody does it in this bad way, and that's supposed to be acceptable now. Right, so yeah, plenty of, yeah, it's far less solid fertilizer than there is seeds. Right, so then we'll give this a shot, but I do agree with what I've already said, that I think this may be the last ride of Caesarius in my mods, because if it can't be controlled by either Courseplay, and it can't, or well, the Courseplay plugs into the standard worker, so if the standard worker can't do it, then neither can Courseplay. So really, this is sort of becoming a mod now that the game can't control. Yeah, he just drags it around the field and makes a right mess. But he just can't use it. The only time you could ever use this is if you're going to do it yourself. Right, so we'll stick this on the edge of here. And hope that the Pilatus arrive. But we'll just have to crack on with what we've got. Did we do the 6 metre though? No, we did the Pilatus, didn't we? Let's grab the 6 metre too. We've still got sort of like... Yeah, we can... In fact... Yeah, we've got 18 and 17 left to do. So we've got a sorghum. Let's see, what did we set you at? We didn't. We want oats. Oh, we're on oats. Okay, so this is good. This is the oat field. I think... So we've got corn. We want another corn. So we're going to do those two as corn then. And have we got a planter? I don't think we have. Well, no, we've got the Pilatus, which is going to do that. So those can be done with that. This one can do sorghum, and we've got the 6 metre, which will make a start. See, we are using all of our tractors. Yeah, we are. So we're going to need to bring the big ones in. This is the last tractor standing. Yeah. So anything we need off here. I thought he might be able to grab the... You know, with him being low, I thought he might be able to get that fertilizer spreader. Let's just try it one more time, because I think it had crashed a bit yesterday, which is why... But it might be that it's just not... Yeah, because this is very similar to the back on the Xylon. So I was thinking this surely should be able to get this. No. Okay, there you go. So no then. We have got, we have got the rear hitch. Yeah, we've definitely done it. It's definitely showing. Let's indicate as well. Let's be good. Unlike the person who's over to... Ooh, see, that's not a good thing, is it, either? Bits of flickering on graphics and all manner of things. So, Giants have, again, fixed something but not really fixed it. They broke something else, which is getting to be a habit of Giants, really. Yeah. Right, fantastic. Yeah, it is true. I really do. Oh, so I thought we'd got another tractor. So we'll leave the big guns till last, because it's brilliant, but it doesn't play nicely with everything. Now, remember, we've also need to put a new repair point down at some point, because we've ripped ours up. Right, so let's grab the 6 metre. We could also do the front box, another front box. So let's... Yeah. I think we've only had the one, so I think we've got to go across to the store anyway to fill up. Not really, yeah, so what are we going to do? This is going to be sorghum. No, I think this can do sorghum, I think. Oh, it can't. Sorghum is now a planter's crop, isn't it? So, oats then. Yeah, it'll have to be oats. You know it is. Yeah, we have got enough fields for that, because yeah, needs to be refilled. So we'll finish off on the last one. I think we're going to end up doing the greenhouse next time, because this is going to be a monster session if we don't finish soon. So yeah, I'm going to finish off the... That's nearly. That's set him going on the edge. So let's work this out. Right, we want 2 corns, oats, sorghum. Yeah, so actually we could assist field 9 if we set you to be over there on the edge. So we'll grab this on the edge of that field 2. And we'll assist the 9 meter to finish, because it is a big field. So, right, let's grab you, and then we can grab... Yeah, I would imagine, actually, the potatoes we could probably manually finish off what is left. So, right, there we go. That's on the edge of that. Hang on, if someone needs to be refilled... Oh, I think it meant Han. Did it finish or not? Let's have a look. Let's send the drones up. Did it finish? No, it didn't. It did really need to be refilled. So let's get this sorted. And then I think... Yeah, it's just going to have to be a long session. But yeah, we're nearly at the end. The end is in sight. Some of these are going to be a bit of a monstrous, because it is... I mean, I'm not going to try ever and finish, but I'd like to finish the work to get to a certain point is what I'm meaning. So lime, I think had used all of our lime, hadn't we? So we need to go down the store and grab some more lime, because we'd literally grabbed all of our lime from the right, hadn't we? Yes, just fertilizer. Yeah, I think this is all fertilizer, but we can see as we pass. Yeah, it is. You see the right kind of thing. So we're going to need... It's about 9,000, so it's 2,000 lime. So that is really 5. Let's indicate. Ooh, I knew it was going to crack. Oh, it's that. Yeah, the model snarls. Now that's me, I think. Yeah, I do think that's my fault. So consumables, lime. So we want 5. We should have a bit spare, I would say. So let's set this going. Yeah, obviously it's the filling up as well. It is a bit faffy. That's why I've got you. I suppose it is true. Yeah, I've got a sort of... I used to do this because I know sometimes people like it. The thing is, it breaks the flow of a Let's Play, whereas what I do now for convenience, but it's not just my convenience. I do it for... I like the fill points on the farm, so you haven't got to go far. It doesn't take very long to fill, which means the content is not all about me running over to the store and like refilling with lime, which can take half a session. And I just think it's a sort of a streamlining of the worst possible thing, really, is what I'm... Oh, wow. That should have been right. Yeah, we should have a bit left over. And be full. That's right. I'm going to say... Oh, yeah, it's not filling again. Yeah, I'll sort this out. Yeah, I'm going to do a brand new model of these. And again, this is the annoying thing. I think this is sort of why I'm on about it, because you get like 2 models and that one of them's messy. It's like the Pilatus. I left that one in the testing map a long time ago, and I saw it the other day and I thought I'd actually done one of those where I'd finished it off properly and blended it. I thought, let's bring it into the games. It should be spot on. All right, so let's set this finishing. I'd say that both of those have actually done the field, and they're like, yeah, so it's Chewy. Let's cancel the job. And Luke, there's just that tiny bit left to do, which you're not far away from, which is just this corner, I think. So that's not a bad, that's a big field of potatoes. This is going to be, I mean, we've got the two, obviously we've not got the headers yet for them. We've got the one for the one. Oh, hang on, no, we've not got any. Yeah, I'm mixing myself up. Yeah, this start from scratch has got the two harvests. Now there's a little bit of a patch there and there. So let's just pop over there. And actually, we've now got two front boxes free for next session where we need them for our other things. It's somewhere by that tree. It should be a little bit of a patch that needs doing. That's not quite right. We should be able to see it as well. I think it starts there. Yeah, I think it's just here. I think they're only little merest grazers of a patch that aren't actually done, I think. Yeah, it really isn't very much at all. They're little tiny scars. Yeah, I can't see them. That's small. No, it's actually more over here. Ah, I see it. It's there. Yeah, I can see that. But that's how small it is. It really wouldn't have hurt if we'd have left it. But I'd like to be thorough. If we're going to do a big field of potatoes, then I want to do a big field of potatoes. So there's another patch somewhere over there. I think it's somewhere. Yeah, just on our left here, somewhere where the... Ah, I see it. I do. I see one of them anyway. Ah, I see them two now. Yeah, I do. Yeah, brilliant. Last little patch, and then we obviously need to fertilize this, which I'm going to get the big guns out. I'm gonna have a bit of fun with the big sprayer. Yeah. This is going to mean we've got some spare seeds now, isn't it? I think, or does it throw them out as potatoes? I think it does it as seeds. I think it does. And the front box too. Now they really are. I think they're seeds too. Yeah. Now this is sort of where you could say we're cheating because the game allows you to grab poplars. No, it's poplars, but it's showing us potatoes because yeah, the game knows it's seeds really. Let's take in the furthest possible box. Yeah, let's go round. Let's go a bit closer. We're definitely not grabbing the seeds. Or that's going to grab the bit of seeds that we've got. But then we're going to grab them anyway, so don't suppose that matters. We want to refill. No, it is the planter. And then we're going to throw them out, and it will throw them out as seeds, which you could technically say we're cheating, but it's the way that the game works. And this is what I say. I frequently say that statement, the way mechanics rule as king. Well, you can't have it always. I mean, Giants are sort of trying to police everything and make everything quite odious, which I think, well, it's a game. You're always going to get those people who try to abuse mechanics. You're always going to get DJ Gohams and people like that who do things in a sort of quite extraordinary way because they're just trying to... Nah, so I think it's the front box. So we've got a bit in. Yeah, so that's a lot of seeds. In fact, really, we ought to be just putting the... I think we can do the rest of this. Like, I can sort of sort this next session. Let's just grab the other planter off the edge. We are going to need these front boxes. And we'll grab this 10,228. I think let's be sensible. Let's go run some seeds over the edge over this way. Yeah, it's struggling to go over the ridges as powerful as it is. Yeah, I think they start from scratch. We've got more equipment than the new farmer start. But then this didn't have as many sessions run. So, right, you can still fold that. I think it lets you. Yeah, I'm glad they've allowed this to be, or allowed a modder to modify this, that you can now throw everything out. It's nice. And we may as well keep the front box because it really is potato. It's really, so let's drop that down, ready for that. And we will leave this on the edge, and I can sort this out tomorrow because it's going to be a monster. It is. So we didn't do bad. So I'm quite happy with that we've achieved liming that and seeding that. We've got everything ready for next session where we're going to go through. Yeah, we've got to go through and all that. I know that, and finish off and do the greenhouse and all that. But we'll do that next session. So we're down to £134,821. We are in the month of March, and we've done our potatoes. We've just got the rest of our farm to do. It's going to be a couple of long sessions, but it's a big farm now. It's going to be. So I understand this. Yes, so all that remains to be said for this session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.